Oh, it's telling me I should moderate. I don't have the ability to moderate while I'm going live. Hey, what's up, everybody? Man, it has been so long since I've had the opportunity to talk to you. Lots of amazing things have been going on in my everything in my life, and I want to update you on these things. It's now day 68. Well, actually, it's been longer than the walking. The walking's been on since like March. So what is this? This is July, March, like the end of March. So April, May, June, July, like 4 months. I've walked about 1,000 miles, believe it or not. I can't believe it. I've actually had to go and buy new shoes. I might have said this before. New Balance for the win. I'm using the free foam. The new free foam. They're like clouds, walking on clouds, which I'm actually about ready to buy some more. I didn't know this, but you can wear these things out pretty fast. Like, I used to go through shoes every couple of years or a few years. Now, like, these shoes are lasting a couple months. So anyways, that was why I wanted to jump on. It wasn't to talk about shoes. As you see in the title, I want to tell you how you can how you could do less and make more. I'm trying to cover the sun with my head because it's like right in me. It's here in Vegas. It's around 7 a.m. Beautiful weather. It's in the 70s. It's the end of July. It's in the 70s. And it's supposed to hit like 96 today, which is pretty awesome. In July, the end of July, that's unheard of. And it's not like it's just a one-off. The whole week is supposed to like not even get, like, I think we might get to 106 this week, which again, it's a big win, especially if you like to jump on the road early in the morning and do some walking, because the air is cool, which is nice, instead of already a little hot. So anyways, what I want to talk to you about today is doing less and getting more. Like, I have a big, I've had a huge learning moment or awakening in my own life over the last 4 months. Basically, here's the thing. I've been doing a whole lot less in most areas than I've ever done. But I've been getting a whole lot more than I've ever gotten. And it's not because I'm not doing things. I'm doing things every day. But I'm doing less, and I'm focusing on quality every day. So, speaking of that, all I do is walk. I'm not hardcore exercising. I'm eating healthy. I just recently started, I dropped the OMAD, 1 meal a day thing, because I just was tired of it. And I'm a whole food plant-based eater. I've been so for a long time, but I dropped since I started this walking and eating healthier. Even though I was eating whole food plant-based, I wasn't eating as healthy as I should. I've dropped over 40 pounds since I started this, which is pretty cool. I don't know if you could tell, right? And I'm not trying to show off my body or anything like that, because it's nowhere near show off material yet, but I'm going to get there, and I'm confident of that now about my health. And by the way, this video is all about health, wealth, faith, relationships. Those are the 4 things that I really want to talk about, because I think those are the most important things. Well, wealth, though, I think it feeds all those others. Here I am at the top of the hill, about to walk down. I love my city. I hate to say this. Maybe I'm bragging. It sounds like I'm bragging, but I'm not. I promise you. I'm just saying, I love my city. We've got the best places to walk. It's beautiful surroundings. And I appreciate it more because I've been doing a lot of traveling the last 4 months and walking. How much easier it is to do this here. I'm incredibly blessed where I'm at. What's up, everybody? It's good to see you. All right, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about, those 4 things. And they actually all work together. That's the thing. This guy probably thinks I'm a weirdo. He just walked by me. I hate doing these things with people seeing me because then I feel weird. But I know it's fine. Okay, so health. That was actually the first one for me that really helped me with the others. I knocked down that one, and the rest of them just went along with it. So if I were to tell you what's the secret to success, and it's so funny, I can't even believe I'm about to say this. The secret to success is focusing on your health, focusing on you. I hope you guys can hear me okay. Can you hear me okay? Put a comment or something if you can hear me, because I don't know. People said hi, so I'm hoping that you can see me or hear me. But yeah, so focusing on your health is the number one thing, because especially this walking thing and in eating healthy, it's not hard. It really isn't. Like in the beginning, it was hard to start, just taking the first step. And every day it's hard by still taking that first step. You think that goes away. It doesn't. Because this morning, I got home last night after being in Utah for a week. And I was walking up in the mountains there, working still, but working from there. And, I didn't feel like going anywhere this morning, but I still did. And while I was in the mountains, I didn't feel like going anywhere, but I still did. So if you think that magic is going to happen, if you haven't started, if you think magic is going to happen once you get fitter, that you're going to want to do it, it's not true. At least not for me. For the past 4 months I've been doing this, every day has not gotten any better. Yeah, it's a habit now, and I know I'm not going to not do it. Like, I'm going to do it every day because it's a commitment. And I think that's the thing. Really, you just have to snap that into your brain, like make sure it never comes out, that it's not going to get any easier. Here comes this guy. See, he's walking way faster than me. And that's the other thing. Speed is not the big deal. I think it's the action. That's the big deal. What do I mean? And again, that fits in all areas of your life. It's not how fast you get there. It's that you're going there. That's the thing that matters. I put in as many as 20 miles on these, not these New Balances, these are new, but in a day, 20 miles. And it took me, I think, like 6 or 7 hours to do that. It was a long day. Like I stepped out off the porch or whatever and took off walking, and I did not stop until later that afternoon. So, like I said, it's not about the speed of your journey. It's how long, or not how long, but that you keep on going. That's the big thing. So that's the first thing, taking the steps, taking them daily. All right. So what does that do for you? Well, when you are taking daily action in the health area, what happens is the mental clarity starts to come. And I think also it's not just the steps, like I said, the food, what you put into your body does matter, because you feel good and you don't feel like, it's just the mental thing of saying, okay, I need to take these steps today, right? But your body feels okay, even though it's a little sore, because I was sore like crazy for the first few weeks. I've never walked this much. And, it took me like 3 weeks to kind of get through that. My hips hurted, my back hurt, my legs hurt, my knees hurt, my feet hurt, like everything hurt for the first few weeks. So don't think you're going to just get out of any pain, And I don't believe no pain, no gain either. That's stupid. No, obviously you're just going to have to deal with the pain. Just, yeah, whatever. Buy some good shoes. Another thing too is make sure you walk in the time of the day where it's nice and comfortable. That's what I do. You don't want to beat yourself up to the point where you hate to do it. But anyways, the health or the food and what it does for your mind has actually given me peace. Peace. Like, I really feel less stressed out about everything. Less stressed out about like the business, a lot less stressed out about what, like even doing these lives, what people think about me now. That's a hard thing for me. I'm going to be very vulnerable here. It's very difficult doing these lives, speaking your mind, because as I'm doing it, I'm thinking, what is everybody thinking? And that's stupid. Like, it doesn't matter what you're thinking, really. I mean, to me, it shouldn't matter. I should just tell you what's going on. And if it resonates with you, great. If it doesn't, fine. You guys are going to find who's going to help you. And really, this is helping me a lot more, I think, than it's helping you, because it's given me the opportunity to really just sit back and reflect on the business and what really matters. All right. So, or not business, but life in general. So yeah, so the peace in my mind and not having all of those other things has then helped me not focus on just doing in my business, but doing really good stuff, right? So remember, like I was saying, the walking, I don't focus on how fast I'm doing it, even though I know I could walk like this dude that was just walking past me. He's blown past me now. Boom. He's literally blown past me. But I'm not getting any less out of it. My cardiovascular health is great. My other stuff is good. So transforming that into business, translating that over into business, instead of worrying about how quickly I made, I doubled my MRR, which, by the way, I have doubled my MRR. For those of you who don't know what that means, monthly recurring revenue, over the last, really, it's been kind of trajectory has been going up now over the last year, since November, right? But it's really started to spike over the last 6 months, 5 months. And I really put a lot of the weight of how consistent it's grown over the last 4 months because I'm out of the way. That's kind of the lesson that I've learned. I have been so focused sometimes on just doing to make revenue that I do the wrong stuff. And then when I do the wrong stuff, it takes me in the wrong direction. Now, I've still been going in not the wrong direction. It slows me down. So I'm still going in the same direction. I'm still doing the same things. I'm focused on that journey. But I get bogged down on things that I shouldn't have gotten bogged down with because I was trying to get better or more results faster, if that makes sense. So stupid. You don't even know you're doing it to yourself until it's too late. So if I were to kind of, try to figure out what's the correlation here, I think it's because I'm so busy doing the other things that are really important that it's pulled me out of, I have less time to do stupid stuff. Now, yeah, I'm more peaceful. And so that part of it is, by the way, I'm walking right now in these rocks and making sure I don't see any rattlesnakes. I'm coming off this mountain, which is part of it's dirt. And one time I was up here earlier and I saw a rattlesnake. I never saw one before. It's kind of freaking me out. So now I'm a lot more cautious when I'm going through these areas. Anyways, but yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, when you're just in the motion of always doing to try to get results on your business, you might do stuff that you shouldn't do. And that thing that you're doing, you learn from it. I still learn from everything that I shouldn't do, but it slows you down because it's not giving you the right kind of growth, right? So right now, my focus is really just on the one thing that I know that I've done well for the last 15 years in helping agencies marketing agencies, I want to make sure I say that, marketing agencies grow their agency. The thing that we've been working on in helping agencies has been follow-up, right? But it's not resonating as much as the one thing that we do that the agencies can help their clients do that's going to quadruple their business, quadruple their, not their business, but their conversions, so they can close more deals, and that's speed to lead, right? So I'm like, okay, instead of talking about software and, you know, selling software and, you know, all of those other things, we're just going to say, hey, agency, bolt on speed to lead as a service. Speed to lead. Everybody wants speed to lead too. They don't even know it. Speed to lead, bolt it on as a service, and you can automatically increase your revenue because you're going to 4x your connects, which means if you conversion rates the same on your leads that you currently have, like when you do talk to somebody and you quadruple your answers, that's a no-brainer. What does that mean? It means more money. Is it doubling? Is it tripling? Is it quadrupling? I don't know. I mean, but I will tell you that it's definitely going to increase your revenue, speed to lead. So, you know, that's the big thing that I've been focused on, is how to 4x how to stay focused on that one message of speed to lead. And hey, Mr. Agency, do this. And then, you know, other businesses that see my video content or that we sell or that opt in on our website and stuff like that, they end up coming and buying Hot Prospector anyways for their own business because they want speed to lead. So there you go. So that's like getting out of the way of my business, staying focused on the one thing that we really, really do well. And the business growth has been insane. So, you know, could I be doing more? Could I be growing faster? Yes, I could. I really could. I know I can. And every day I tell myself I'm going to do something a little bit more. And I don't end up doing it. But that's okay, because I'm still heading in the right journey. And I know eventually that's going to come there. I've hired an agency to help me with my Facebook ads. And that includes like building out landing pages and helping me with some of the content. They haven't actually been I've been focused on helping them, and that's helped me because I see the way they do things, and then I can put my twist on it and it, you know, help. So, you know, I've been doing those little things, which is going to help grow things really fast once they start to take shape. But that's all going to be, you know, a well-rounded approach that I normally wouldn't have done because I would have been still focused on other stuff that has just been wasting my time and energy. So anyways, that's on the wealth side of things. Because of the health, I've got the wealth that's kind of just taking care of itself, really. Now let's talk about relationships. My relationship with my wife, my kids, has gotten so much better because I'm spending time doing stuff that they can see. I think, I'm just guessing here, I don't know, but things that they can see that's helping me. And, you know, my wife, I'm paused to talk about this kind of stuff here because it's a little bit scary. Like, I know she doesn't watch my YouTube channel, but I don't want my wife to hear this stuff because then it may not work anymore, right? But I think she's more attracted to me. I don't know, because, well, oh boy, this is embarrassing. But yeah, you know, like stuff that normally wives do when they're attracted to their man is happening a little bit more, which is nice. So, you know, everybody wants to feel attractive. And when you have a wife that's more hands-on, we'll say, you know, can make everything else feel a lot better, right? So everything else works out more. We spend good time together, and hold on, across the road. We spend more quality time together. You know, we traveled together. We were just in Miami a couple weeks together for the week. She helped me with my business which is like, this is a dream come true right here. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I've always wanted my wife to have some role in my business, and just recently that happened. So it's been since I started this business in 2010, and I wanted her to focus more on it and, you know, be interested in it. And for a whole week in Miami, I had her helping us at an event. Her and my daughter, my 17-year-old daughter, jumped in and helped me at our event. Because of my 17-year-old daughter, we ended up getting 150 leads at this event from agencies who really need what we have. These are, we sponsored a company or an agency growth system called Seven Figure Agency. It's Josh Nelson's mastermind. It's in Miami, Florida. This was a ton of fun. But yeah, like, I got to hang out with my wife. I got to hang out with my daughter and doing something that I really enjoy, which is business. So it's like, gosh, a win all the way around. So, you know, on the relationship side of things, maybe that's not as massive as one might think. But for me, it's a huge win. Like, having, like I said, my wife being more attracted to me, and also being more hands-on in my business and letting me, you know, kind of do the things I like to do and helping me do it. Now I just got to get her to want to go camping with me, because that's the one thing I really love to do. Like, glamping, more like it. I take my cabin or my camper out into the mountains and stay up there and just, you know, enjoy the peace and quiet and walk, and maybe do some fishing a little bit, but it's fun. Anyway, so there you go. I've got the health front, the wealth front, the relationships. Now I want to talk about the one that's the most important to me. That is faith in God. So this one has been huge for me, and it's actually helped me unlock something that I've been not focused on, but it's been bothering me for quite some time. It's not really bothering me in a way where it's like painful, you know, like, it's just been like kind of eating at me, you know, in a way where I knew something I should be doing about it. And that was like where I was going to church. But I'll give you kind of a flash forward so you know where it's going to go, because I'm already talking too much and I'm sorry, but whatever. So I ended up I'm going down the path of becoming Catholic. And this journey started, I'll have to do a whole video on this one day, but this journey started for me years and years ago, like about 8 years ago. But because of my efforts that I'm doing here, I've had one-on-one talks with God. And it's even crazy to hear me saying this, like myself saying this out loud. Like, me, who never thought was possible, has been having one-on-one talks with God. Now, I'm not going to say, like, I hear him saying, "Hey, Mark," you know, that's not happening. But I know what, like, his plan would be for me. And I've actually had a miracle. Actually, 3 miracles happened for me in a week. I'll do a video on this one day. But that's what made me go all in and say, you know, I'm going to become Catholic. But yeah, so these walks, what happens is, back up there where I was just at is like really where the transformation starts to really like take shape. When you're walking early in the morning, you know, your blood is moving, your mind is going, like, things are happening early in the morning for me. And it's the best time of the day because you're just like fully awake, right? And usually on the way back when I'm up there is when emotional stuff happens. Like my heart becomes overcome with gratitude. And I think that gratitude is really what opened up the door for my faith. So I could then, just with an open heart of thankfulness, like, I kind of feel lame even saying this, but like the way I'm saying it, and I know it's not lame what I'm saying, but it's just like how I'm saying this, because I don't want you guys to think I'm like overly, like I'm not trying to dramatize this. This is real. Like I'm walking, and this thankfulness like comes over me, and then I open up I like literally raise my hands to the sky, and I just talk to God. And I actually cried out to God one day, which is where like where the miracle happened. Long story short on that, I will go into more detail one day. But I went to go try out it. I just, because I've been thinking I was going in this direction of going to the Catholic Church, and I grew up as a Baptist. So it's a big change, huge change. Like Baptists literally hate Catholics. I mean, they talk about them like all the time, and they think they're not Christians. But one day, when I cried out to God, I said, "Okay, fine, I'll go to try out the Catholic Church." And that week, nothing happened, or not that day. Yeah, no, that week, nothing happened. But the next week, I came and I cried out one more time to God before I went, and the next day, something, I don't want to go into the details here, but something was given to me in the church that changed everything for me, because it was specific. It was a specific, there was no way that this was chance. Like there was just no way. It was a specific thing that was given to me that really unlocked something in my mind. And I'm not fully through it, but it's now made me say, okay, fine, I'm gonna pursue the Catholic Church as the church that I'm going to stay involved with, and that's that. So, anyways, all that stuff is possible from taking these daily steps. So there you have it. I don't know. It's like, and I know actually, as I'm saying this and I'm thinking about it, it's like faith is the top, right? Faith is the number one thing, faith in God. And I don't know, because I've always believed in God, right? And I guess that's faith, having faith. And when I say believe in God, like I've always taken daily action as in, hey, there's a God. But, like I try to live my life in a way where I know that there's a God that I'm going to be accountable to. And I treat people accordingly, like all that stuff. Not because I think I'm good or, I've got to be good. If I don't, God's going to punish me. Because that's true anyways, right? I'm going to be punished regardless. But, like I've always lived that way. But actually having an open relationship with God didn't truly happen for me until I started taking these steps. And I can't help but think they're related. I know they're related because everything else has fallen in place. Now I'm sure, bad things probably can happen or have happened, and it would have changed my mind some days on things. But no, I think if you focus on just that one, like just taking some steps in your health and something that's going to, make you feel good emotionally, mentally, giving all that clarity, that's the only way that you're going to be able to get all the other things. So they're all four really united, right? They're all the same thing. And I don't think it's like you can level them, like they're not all the level, like at a same level. Like faith sometimes is higher for me. And I don't know if that sounds weird, like faith levels changing. When I say faith, by the way, belief in God, I don't think is like believing like in a mental, like having a mental thing. There's a God is not faith. Like I mentally believe there's God, but I'm saying faith, like living it out. So that level changes. Some days I'm more faithful than others. And then, the wealth side of things, sometimes I have more assets, revenues, things like that I can invest than others. And that's changing. But actually, lately it's been a lot higher than ever. Not even more money coming in, just more available to use in a good way. And the health, yeah, like some days is really painful, stuff like that. I mean, that's normal. I'm still getting better, at whatever it is I'm trying to do. My goal is to get down. I've got about 10 more pounds or so that I want to lose. 10, maybe 15. I don't know. We're going to see. For those of you that are curious, I'm about 175 right now. I'm 5'8", and 175. So I think 160 might be a good number. I think. And I need to gain some muscle. I've been doing some strength training, not like at the gym yet. I do plan to go and do that still. But I've been, like, while I'm walking, picking up rocks, big, huge rocks, because I'm in Vegas, up there in the mountain. There's big boulders. So I'll pick up those boulders and I'll do curls and, triceps and all that stuff. But anyways, yeah, like, I don't know. I just lost my train of thought. Anyways, for those of you that have been sitting here watching me talk for the past 30 minutes, thank you for giving me this opportunity, this avenue, this place to be able to just do that. I guess I'm going to close this out here in just a second. I will say this. If you're looking for some help in your business, or if you're just curious what I do, if you don't know, go to Skool. That's skool.com/hot prospector and join my Skool group. It's free. I'm not charging anything right now. One day I will. I think we have like 140 members in there right now. Again, I'm not really focused on growing it. I only mention it a few times here, even. And a lot of them are paid members that are paying for our software and stuff. There's a bunch of training in there, some training on how to get clients, some training on how to use our software, some really cool gifts. And I'm going to be putting a ton of stuff in there, but go and check that out. If you're an agency and you're looking for a growth accelerator, and if you're not an agency, if you're watching and you're thinking about starting a business, agencies are good, but you should focus on a niche, and I would say a niche within that niche. There's a lot of lead generation agencies. There's a lot of SEO agencies. There's a lot of web development agencies out there. I think speed to lead agency is the thing that's going to grow. It's going to continue to grow. And I'll tell you why. We built a tool, which I'll be releasing like a way for you guys to leverage this soon. But we built a tool that is that measures a marketing and a sales funnel of a business. Like it gauges, not gauges them, but hold on. It grades them. So we grade their ad, we grade their landing page, and then we grade their sales process. And just talking about the sales processes, we started out, we're almost done getting it all tooled in or dialed in, but we started out with roofing and med spa and dental implants, because we have a lot of those types of agencies in our system. And dude, you're not gonna believe this. Well, you probably would believe it. I kind of knew this before I started it. But like roofing contractors, they're the worst. They only contact about half of the leads that opt in. Like 49% of the leads, literally just a little less than half of the leads that opted into their site were called. And that we're pretending to be the buyer, okay? So what we're doing is we're going and, we're auditing their whole sales process by filling out the lead form and waiting for them to call us. So the first thing we're waiting for or looking for is speed to lead. And their speed to lead is stupid. Like, we're talking, I'm going off the top of my head now, but I think it's like 9 hours or 8 hours, somewhere around there. Well, maybe it's 5 hours. Well, there's 3 different business industries that we've been doing, so I can't remember which is which. But still, it's a lot. It's not 5 minutes. It's high. It's high. But then the other number that's even worse than that is, like I said, half of the leads that we've opted in on, or half of the contact forms that we opted in on, weren't even called. We didn't even get a call or a text. Think about that. So this is why I'm saying a speed to lead agency is awesome. These are people for SEO. This is people who are paying Google. We're talking hundreds of dollars a lead. The economy must be amazing, where a roofing contractor is able to spend, $200-$300 for a lead and then never call. So, yeah, speed to lead agency is like a big, huge opportunity because most businesses, they're focused on the wrong things. They're thinking they need more leads, but they don't. They need better processes to call those leads and convert those leads. Imagine an agent or a business has the ability to spend tens of thousands of dollars for Google ads, and get leads and never call them. What would that do for their business? I mean, shoot, at the very least, I could call these businesses and tell them I'll help you save money. Cut your ad spend in half because you don't have enough time in the day to call the leads that you're getting. I don't know. But there you go, guys. I know I said I was going to stop. Now I really am going to stop because I'm close to home. But I hope today helped you. Stay 68-ish, I think, since I said I was going to start this. And life has changed drastically for me. And I'm going to continue. My goal is in the next, it's been 4 months since I started this journey. But in the next year, this time, I don't want to be this guy anymore at all. I want to get rid of the rest of the extra fat. My business. I want to get rid of the extra fat on my business. And continue getting my relationship with God better. And that's never going to stop. And, working on the relationship with my family. My big one that I want to work on is the one with my daughters. I got 5 daughters. It's a lot of work because, they're all busy. Most of them, my youngest is 17. They're all so busy. I don't even talk to them, but I want to focus on that. Speaking of one, I don't talk. Nope, never mind. I thought that was my daughter. It's not her. All right. Anyways, thank you guys so much for letting me rant. I love you, and I'll talk to you again real soon. Bye. Yeah, let's see.